Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee one by one.
One for the little bitty baby, wrapped in swaddling clothing, lying in a manger. Born in Bethlehem.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee two by two.
Two for Joseph and Mary, one for the little bitty baby, wrapped in swaddling clothing, lying in a manger. Born in Bethlehem.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee three by three.
Three for the 3 old wise men, two for Joseph and Mary, one for the little bitty baby, wrapped in swaddling clothing, lying in a manger. Born in Bethlehem.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee 4 by 4.
4 for the gospel preachers, 3 for the 3 old wise men, 2 for Joseph and Mary, 1 for the little bitty baby, wrapped in swaddling clothing, lying in a manger. Born in Bethlehem.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee?
I'm gonna send thee 5 by 5.
5 for the ancient stories, 4 for the gospel preachers, 3 for the 3 old wise men, 2 for Joseph and Mary, 1 for the little bitty baby, wrapped in swaddling clothing, lying in a manger. Born in Bethlehem.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send them 6 by 6.
6 for the Star of David, 5 for the ancient stories, 4 for the gospel preachers, 3 for the 3 old wise men, 2 for Joseph and Mary, 1 for the little bitty baby, wrapped in swaddling clothing, lying in a manger. Born in Bethlehem.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee 7 by 7.
7 for the sun that went to heaven, 6 for the Star of David, 5 for the ancient stories, 4 for the gospel preachers, 3 for the 3 old wise men, 2 for Joseph and Mary, 1 for the little bitty baby, wrapped in swaddling clothing, lying in a manger. Born in Bethlehem.
I'm gonna send thee 8 by 8.
8 for the 8 come knocking at the gate. 7 for the 7 who went to heaven. 6 for the Star of David. 5 for the ancient stories. 4 for the gospel preachers. 3 for the 3 old wise men. 2 for Joseph and Mary. 1 for the little bitty baby, wrapped in swaddling clothing, lying in a manger. Born in Bethlehem.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send you 999.
9 for the 9 who saw the sun. 8 for the 8 come knocking at the gate. 7 for the 7 who went to heaven. 6 for the Star of David. 5 for the
Welcome. I'm Shari Gilbert, your worship associate today, and I'm so glad that you have joined us. All Souls is an inclusive, justice-seeking, beloved community. We come today to hear a specific story. It's the story of the birth of Jesus, captured in the book of Luke in the Christian Bible. Jesus became a leader in his community and often spoke about how people should be in community together. He spoke about love and the importance of loving one's God and about loving one's neighbor. Many people to this day love Jesus because he reminds us to love even when it isn't easy, to love and protect one another even when that love costs us. But in this story, Jesus is just a baby, not even a day old. So this story isn't really about him. This is a story about those around Jesus, his parents, the village, the animals, really all of creation who desperately needed hope. Throughout the ages, humanity has found hope in new life, especially in new babies. Today we gather to tell this story because we are also a community gathered to discover and create hope together. As we celebrate this year, let us be mindful of what Christmas, of what Jesus calls us to do, to love and to love peace. This has particular important meaning this year as the lands where they happened are engulfed in war. To care for the poor and the marginalized, to care for those who are suffering. And as Jesus said on the Mount, we say today, blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are the peacemakers. Today, we light our chalice with these words by Howard Thurman. Candles of joy, despite all the sadness. Candles of hope, where despair keeps watch. Candles of courage, where fear is ever present. Candles of peace for tempest-tossed days. Candles of grace to ease heavy burdens. Candles that will burn all year long. We light our chalice for yearnings of spirit yet to be realized in this world. In a spirit of joy, would you please welcome those around you to our community? I invite you to turn and greet those you didn't come in with.
Good morning, All Souls. I'm Reverend Anastasia, and it is my delight to be one of your ministers here at All Souls, particularly on this holiday morning. You are invited to stay after the service and join us for coffee hour to continue any conversations that you've started here in the sanctuary, or to stay online to continue the conversations and connections you are making there. The Social Justice Feds group is meeting upstairs today at 2:15 in the Eden Room. And at 1:30, we're kicking off what we envision to be a series of events to help one another enable soft landings in a volatile job market. Our guest, Mark Hirschberg, created MIT's Career Success Accelerator and has decades of experience in teaching introverts about job networking. Join us if you want to strengthen your own job networking skills, to help others, or simply if you're curious. Always a good posture in this world. We also are continuing our holiday bazaar sale, so if you want to pick up a last-minute gift or bring something home special for yourself or a tasty treat, please go and peruse our market. We also have many other holiday events coming up. You could see the back of your program, the link on Zoom, or also our website to learn more. But you might want to consider coming back tomorrow to join Keith and many singers of all generations here as they bring caroling out into our neighborhood and then come back for hot beverages. And I want to take a moment to say thank you to all who have given to All Souls in this season of sharing, either by contributing towards your pledge or by making a special end-of-year contribution to All Souls. Your gifts make so much at All Souls possible, whether it is giving a welcoming and inclusive space for our children to grow, or by creating space for the children of La Clinica to come and celebrate their holidays here as a community, or through being a space of support for those who are navigating a difficult time in their career, or just showing up to support each other in moments of challenge and celebration. All of your contributions, financial and personal, in your time, talent, and treasure, make All Souls possible. So we're grateful for all the gifts that you bring. And if you are delighted by today and curious about what is this thing, Unitarian Universalism, and why we sing the things we sing, and who we are and what are our values, or if All Souls is resonating with you and you think that you might want to be a member of our community, I invite you to RSVP on your bright yellow connection card for our Exploring Unitarian Universalism and Pathway to Membership session on Saturday, January 4th. RSVP now so you don't have to think about making scheduling plans over the holidays. Even in this time of delight, we recognize for many it is a tender time. Members of ours are facing new healthcare diagnoses and are living with a new degree of uncertainty. Others are journeying home to be with family members who are in decline. We live in a world where some violent regimes fall and others who maintain their power brutally remain. Our hearts are stretched between joy and grief, and the love and empathy that fills that space can be tender and even overwhelming. And yet here, we bring the fullness of our humanity. Here, we bring all of who we are and hold to this community. I invite you now to lift up out loud in the chat or in the sacred silence of our hearts the people, places, or causes that we carry with us here today. Let us pray. They say that in an age of fear, when evil kings ruled and the people fought among themselves, light began to shine, and Christmas came. They tell us of a bitter cold night when out on the hills songs of peace warmed the winter air, and Christmas came. The path was long and the way uncertain, they say, but the wise followed a light of hope, and Christmas came. There was no room for the family in need of shelter, but the young father and mother found warmth among the animals, so that when the child was born, it was hope from hardship, and thus Christmas came. It has always been this way. Whenever a new life and a commitment to each other enters the world, there is hope, there is love, there is wonder, and this is how Christmas comes, enduring and resilient. It came when it was most needed. It comes again now, welcomed by our fears, griefs, hopes, and uncertainties. It will come again and again and again, transforming the world by transforming the spirits of our hearts. Let Christmas come. Let Christmas be here amongst us. Amen. And now our pageant begins. Long ago in Bethlehem, a babe called Jesus was born in a stable low. The story of his birth has been told and retold for generations, yet the story remains forever new, ever able to kindle hope into a troubled world. We tell the story of Christmas to celebrate this special child, Jesus, whose messages of peace and compassion may yet redeem the world. And we tell it to celebrate all children, for we believe that each child born is a son or daughter or child of God, and that every child born into our broken world has the potential to become one more Redeemer.
Unitarian Universalist activist and religious educator Sophia Lyon Fawes famously stated that each night a child is born is a holy night. No angels herald their beginnings. No prophets predict their future courses. No wise men see a star to show where to find the babe that will save humankind. Yet each night a child is born is a holy night.
With your captive children dwell. Give comfort to all exiles here, and to the aching heart give cheer. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come within as love to dwell. Oh, come, you splendor very bright, as joy that never yields to might. Oh, come, turn all hearts to peace, that greed and war at last shall cease. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come within as truth to
It all began when the angel Gabriel appeared to Mary, the wife of the carpenter, Joseph of Nazareth, with God, news from God.
Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. And behold, you will conceive and bear a son, and call him by his name, Jesus. For he will be a great leader and a great peacemaker, and will be called the Son of the Most High.
Let it be to me according to your word.
People be glad, the time is near of the crowning of the year. Make your house fair as you are able. Trim the hearth and set the table. People look east and sing today. Love, the guest is on her way. Furrows be glad, though earth is bare. One more seed is planted there. Give of your strength the seed to nourish that in course the flower may flourish. People look east and sing today. Love, the guest is on the way.
It came to pass that in those days there went out a decree from the emperor, Caesar Augustus, that all the world should be taxed. So everyone had to return to their city of their birth to be counted.
Mary and Joseph had to travel a long way from Nazareth, where they lived, to the town of Bethlehem. By this time, the angel's message had come true, and Mary was due to give birth any day now. But they set out from Nazareth anyway and began their journey, hoping to find a place where they could spend the night. However, when they got to Bethlehem, there are so many people in the city for the census that they couldn't find a place to stay.
Good evening. We have arrived here from Nazareth and we're looking for a place to stay. Oh, I see. No vacancy.
So they continued their journey.
Sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why these songs of happy cheer? What great brightness did you see? What glad tidings did you hear? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Now it was getting dark and chilly. Joseph was getting worried. If it was just him, he could camp outside for the night. But there was Mary, about to give birth. So they try again.
They just put up the no vacancy sign too. Look, there's a place ahead.
I know it's late. I'm sorry to disturb you. But we've been traveling for a long time. And my wife is about to have a baby.
Though their inn was full, the innkeeper had a stable and offered it to the little family. They helped Mary and Joseph settle in and prepare to welcome the new babe.
Keeping watch over their flock by night. And the angel of the Lord came upon them, and they were sore afraid. But she said unto them,
Behold, I bring good tidings of great joy, which shall be for all people. For unto you is born this day a Savior. Let this be a sign to you, for ye shall find the babe wrapped up in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger.
Before anyone else arrived, the animals were there to welcome the new baby.
Jesus, our brother, kind and good, was humbly born in a the stable root, and the friendly beasts around him stood. Jesus, our brother, kind and good. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown, I carried his mother up hill and down. I carried her safely to Bethlehem town. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown. I said the cow, and red, I carried in an angel for his bed. I gave him hay to fill his bed. I said the cow, all white and red. I said the sheep with curly horn. I gave him my wool for his blanket warm. He wore my coat on Christmas morn. I said the sheep with curly horn. I said the dove from the rafters high. I cooed him to sleep so he would not cry. We cooed him to sleep, my mate and I said the dove from the rafters high. Thus all the beasts by some good spell in a stable dark were glad to tell of the gifts they gave Emmanuel. The gifts they gave Emmanuel.
After the animals had shared their gifts, the news of the baby's birth spread quickly. It was shouted from the mountaintops, and soon other visitors began to appear. First, the shepherds, then the townspeople, and finally, a multitude of angels to sing at his bed.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. While shepherds kept their watching o'er silent flocks by night, behold, there in the heavens there came the holy light. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. The shepherds feared and trembled when low above the earth rang out the angel chorus that hailed our baby's birth. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Down in a lowly manger, the humble babe was born, and God sent us salvation that blessed Christmas morn. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Do it again, once again. That Jesus Christ was born. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere.
There were in the east 3 wise folk who heard of the holy birth, and following a star, traveled from the ends of the earth to meet the new babe. And lo, the star which the wise folk had seen came to rest over the place where the child was born, causing them to rejoice. When they came to the stable and saw the babe, they fell down and worshipped him. They presented unto him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
We 3 kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us through this perfect light. Frankincense to offer have I, parents and deity now, prayer and praising, all are raising, worshiping God most high. Oh, star of wonder, star of light, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us through this perfect.
And behold, the multitude came to see the child, and cherubs to hover about his manger bed.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay, keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east, beyond them far. To the earth it gave great light, and so it continued all day and night. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel.
As we sing our final hymn, parents of younger children are asked to come forward and escort their cherubs, cows, sheep, or doves, or camels, I'd put in too, back to the dining room. And after they're gone, if the other children in costume will return to the dining hall as well.
Friends, may the babe from long ago and the children of tomorrow bring us hope and joy this Christmas season. And for their sake, may we all labor to be a more peaceful and just world, so that one day both heaven and nature may sing again. Joy to the world.
Joy to the world, the Lord is
That was adorable. In the chat, or when you entered the sanctuary, you received a connection card. We invite you to reflect on this question: how is the Christmas message resonating with your life? Well, you'll understand why I'm not in the All Souls choir, but here goes. 'Twas in the moon of winter time when all the birds had fled. The mighty Gitche Manitou sent angel choirs instead. I'm just gonna leave it there. How many of you know this song? The Huron Christmas Carol. I first heard it in a We Sing Christmas cassette. My kids and I played on loop in our minivan years ago. Its haunting beauty permeated my every pore, but it took me a while to realize what the song is about. The original words to the Huron Carol were written in 1642 in the Huron-Wendat language. Wendat is what the people would call their language. Huron is a European word. It was written by a French missionary. The English lyrics were written in 1920s, using images fitting for the Wendat region, where Jesus is born in a lodge covered in bark, wrapped in a ragged rabbit skin, surrounded by hunter braves, and visited by chiefs from afar, bearing fox and beaver pellets. It tells the Christmas story to the indigenous Wendats using props familiar to Canada's First Peoples. I've always been conflicted about my love for this song. Its beauty masks the missionaries proselytizing the Wendat. Here at All Souls, we don't shy from talking about the fact that our church has resided in 3 locations on land unjustly taken from Native people, and talking about the injustices wrought upon the traditional caretakers of lands near and far. But the Huron Carol is absolutely beautiful. If you haven't heard it before or aren't familiar with it, I invite you to find a version you enjoy, maybe by the Vienna Boys Choir, the Christmas Revels, Burl Ives. Bruce Coburn recorded it in the Wendat language, or the Crash Test Dummies. Yeah, the song gets around, or you can read about the song and the conflict. I even found in a PhD dissertation online. So if you hear it, if you find it and listen to it, let me know how you like it. There are more opportunities to celebrate this season with us here at All Souls. Please consider the invitations on the connection card or in the order of service. We will now collect the connection cards, and the offering will be gratefully received. We encourage you to give generously in support of Miriam's Kitchen, as well as to support the ongoing mission and ministries of All Souls. Thank you.
Friends, may the babe from long ago and the children of today and tomorrow bring us the joy and hope of Christmas in our hearts. And for their sake and for our collective sake, may we work to create a more peaceful and just world, and thus let the Christmas work begin.
May you go out into the world inspired by the work of Christmas. Please turn and greet each other in peace and joy.